Now, Winter Storm Uri in 2021 caused millions of dollars in agricultural loss in Texas. And with the recent ice storm just last week, we saw some losses, but thankfully not as bad as a couple of years ago. KVUE's Pamela Combs spoke with one organization that's changed the way they grow crops so they don't experience big losses.
Very nutrient rich, so really packed full of vitamins.
Kale, a nutrition superstar.
But when we just go from being like 70 degrees to being 25 degrees and then being 15 degrees, the plants like that as little as we like that, right? It's like a shock. And so we lost a lot in that period right around Christmas.
But this year they had something new to help weather the storm.
I'm standing in our high tunnel, which is one of the structures that we have to help us with climate forward farming. And you can see beautiful chard and beautiful kale growing behind me.
These tunnels help create a safe environment for these crops. And for those plants that aren't protected, well, they take a pretty hard hit.
This is what the kale looks like that was out in the field during the hard freeze.
And as extreme weather events become more common in central Texas, at FarmShare, they're hoping to get even more of these tunnels installed.
It's really about climate adaptation. It's about getting ready for what we know is coming.
Because having fresh produce year-round will help those who need it most.
Some people are just not growing in the winter. So that's, we see a hole in our local food system because some farmers just decide it's not worth the risk and they don't plant through the winter.
They hope to continue being a resource the community can rely on, even during damaging winter storms.
Leadership at FarmShare say they had a busy week after the ice storm. Many people were looking for fresh, affordable produce that FarmShare was able to provide.